Yeah, what's going on, YouTube family? It's me again, your boy Blood Raw IC, different back at y'all with another quick informative video. Remember to make sure you continue to like, comment, and subscribe, baby. Oh yeah, make sure you post notifications on so you will be alerted every time I continue to drop that throw ice on my YouTube channel, baby. Let's go. First off, I gotta take time out to acknowledge all the new subscribers. To the new subscribers, I appreciate the love and support. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, this is our channel, Mi Casa es Su Casa. Let's get straight to it, man. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all ain't seen me in a few days, but you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I have to take a break from this social media world and focus on self. I'm all about growth, self-development, and perseverance and motivation of self when it comes to my own livelihood and my own personal way of living. But let's get straight to it. I wanted to make this video, man, because I don't know if y'all are aware of seeing the video going around of the Mexican workers. Shout out to the Migos, you know what I'm saying, how they stand up in unity. You know what I'm saying? They might fight against and amongst one another, but when it comes as far as them unifying and coming together as one, they stick together. Yeah, you got this video that's going around viral right now of this Mexican worker. He had them been working for this company, a good stand-up guy as far as everybody else know him as, hard ass working for this company. So the company decided to fire this employee, which was a Mexican guy. And guess what happened? Everybody in the company, as far as employees, walked out with the guy when they fired him. I'm talking about all production stopped. The entire plant shut down. Now that's what I'm talking about on how you beat the motherfucking system, bro. As far as these jobs, you got to think about it. If we stood up together as a people in society, a lot of shit that the powers that be, the government, implement on us in society as a whole, that shit wouldn't even fly, bro. Because we would be standing up as one, united as one, as the people, man. You got to understand, when Queen Latifah made that song, UNITY, Unity, she basically was telling us way back then, the power is in the people. You got to think about how they have us divided out here in society. It's all about divide and conquer with dealing with the agenda, man. I'm telling you, they don't want us to come together on no levels, especially out here in society. You got to think about it. How that man was fired on his job, and all the other workers, which was Mexicans, they all walked out. Now, they didn't get fired, but they knew the type of guy the guy was, who they was firing, how dedicated and loyal he was to his job, and how hard of a fucking worker he was. And even the people that actually worked for the company felt like that guy being terminated or fired was a valuable asset to that company. So they all walked out with him. I'm talking about the complete company stopped, bro. I'm talking about they couldn't even make no money. And this is what you got to understand when asking for raises on the job. Everybody has to be in sync, united as one. Because if you tell these employees, these owners, these CEOs, these vice presidents, these mega corporate individuals who all they see is money, you got to think about it. You are working for a company that you will never see the owner. Just think about this shit now. You are working for companies that you will never see the owner. It's all about the dollar bill. You are an expendable employee, because at the end of the day, when it comes down to the upper management telling the supervisors and the management team, we got to cut costs, they'll come and lay your ass out. They don't give a damn if you've been working there 30 or 40 years. I've seen it done from a previous employer I had in my past, where when we had to do budget cuts, we had to just lay people off, man. And I felt the pain, and I saw the look in these people's eyes that gave dedication of time out of their lives. I'm talking about was a stand-up employee, good attendance, good work performance, good work ethics, just all around. They held morals and values when it comes to doing their job and getting paid for what they was at that job to do. But I seen them come in, big corporate, we need y'all to cut costs. We need to allow some employees. Not even thinking about the people, families that they are finna affect, because at the end of the day, they don't give a fuck about you. As long as you are making their money, they getting their production, making their profits, they don't give a fuck about you got a little girl at home, an infant baby at home, you trying to catch up on your bills, you got a livelihood, They don't give a fuck about that, man, because at the end of the day, you are nothing but a number that's going to keep making their money. You see what I'm saying? You got to understand this shit on a whole nother level. And that's like with jobs. People feel like, I'm pretty sure at your job, you hear people talking about, they ain't paying us enough. You just have little groups of people in the break rooms, probably out in the parking lot. Maybe even have a group social media chat where people just talking about, they ain't paying us enough money. I'm about to walk out. But you know what you can do to trigger their algorithm as far as that company? You got to do like this Mexican guy did. When they fired him, everybody else walked out with him. So guess what? That company's money stopped. But guess what the company did? After they fired him, they rehired the man right back just so all the other employees would come back. You see how that shit causing an effect to these big mega corporations, man? But they know the average person is not going to stand together. They know this because they know society has divided us amongst each other. So think about it now. You at your job. If somebody you know busted their ass, gave it their all every day, and they just got fired, would you be willing to walk out with them, standing up what's right? Hell no. The average person gonna look at them like, shit, that's their job. Not thinking as a whole. And that's why you got these companies will pay you low base pay because they know they can get away with this shit, because everybody's not going to stand up and unify, come together when asking for another raise, asking for more money. But if you had everybody on the shift going there and say, hey, listen, we all walking out, man. Y'all see the cost of living, everything's going up. We are making y'all, the production numbers are good. You see the numbers that y'all are putting out. That's why I don't understand people that works as far as the employees that's putting out the production, working in the warehouses, working on the assembly lines, putting out so much pounds per man hour, so much productivity per man hour, and getting these people the money and the numbers that they want. And they seeing the profit that these companies are making, knowing they barely paying you. You got to think about it like this. I'm in management, and in my prior job, I was in big management. I understand that a company, the CEO of a company, he already has an account with the money he's going to pay out to each individual employee working for his company in a year's time. Just think about it. If you got 65 employees working for you, within a year's time, you know exactly how much money you're going to pay each individual working for you off a off a 40-hour pay period week, even if you wanted to throw in a little overtime. But you got enough money put in an account just to make that payroll for a whole year. You see how I'm breaking this shit down for y'all? And that's how these companies strategically get over on the lower middle class working man. Just think about it. If this CEO is finna pay out within a year to 65 employees $500,000, he already got that to the side. He know, I'm gonna have to get this money out to these employees with the little overtime. We're gonna let them be willing to work, that we gonna give them they 40 hours a week, throwing a little overtime. It'll total up to almost right at 400 to 500,000. Not thinking about he's making 400 or 500,000 within a week's time frame. You see the manipulation in this shit, and when y'all going to asking for a raise, as far as an individual, they'll look at you. Well, we gonna have to think about it. We'll get back to you. But if y'all all stood up and went into that management to corporate all as one and tell them, hey, listen, y'all something got to give. They will sit back and think about that shit. They'll pay y'all a raise and up y'all pay before they let y'all just stop their company like that. Cause you think about it, a person gonna tell me they'll just hire everybody, new people. You think about the time and the man hours they would lose in order to training, as far as training, hiring new hirees, employees, and getting that production back up to speed to where it was when all those employees quit. Do you understand the man hours and the money and time that they will lose trying to get that train back running the way it was officially, from all the employees that was working there that walked out, versus them putting a whole new group of employees working, starting from bottom down zero? You get what I'm saying? They would lose a whole lot of money. It would cost them more versus them, instead of them just giving y'all the raise and y'all start back running production, versus them hiring all new employees, risking some of them walking out, losing the production time. All this would come in effect. So guess what they would do? They would give all y'all that raise. But you will have to go in there in sync, unity, all as one. That's the only way this would work. So I just wanted to make this video, man, to let y'all know, man, that we the people hold the power. You know what I'm saying? There's power in unity, man. Just like right now, you got 1% of the world's population controlling the other 99%. All we got to do is stand up, man, and they game is over, man. But shout out to that Migo who stood for what he believed in, and shout out to everyone who supported him that walked off that motherfucking job. You know what I'm saying? Job, the acronym for job means just over broke. That's what that means. But I just wanted to acknowledge this guy and all those who stood with him as far as standing up against that motherfucking company, walking out with that employee, and guess what? They made some shit shake in their favor. Some changes was made within that company for them employees. Cause they sitting back thinking like, the owner's like, damn, that one man caused a daisy chain in our whole operation. We had everybody walk out with him, and that stopped all of our money right then and there. You know what I'm saying? This shit is bigger than what it seems, man. So, like I say, we got to stand up, man. We got to come together, man. Because like I say and said in my previous video, the powers that be are working triple time while your ass barely getting overtime, man. Their agenda is unfolding. But until we come together as one, man, they going to keep passing these bills. They going to keep passing these policies and laws. They going to keep distracting us from what's good, man. I'm telling you, man. And they know. That's why they got us divided. Black against white, white against Mexican, Indian against. It's all a division board, bro. And we got to understand, it's them against us, man. It's the powers that be against the people, man. Think about this shit, man. Do you really think you was born to wake up every day and go to work to make the next motherfucker rich? What about your dreams? What about your life goals, man? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we all got to work, but at the same time, you got to think about it like this. A person like Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, yeah, they made their own money, but how it's not equal opportunity out here. I don't give a fuck how nobody tries to see it. Because how the fuck you can have one man make $384 billion within a 24-hour time frame? Make this shit make sense, man. When you got people that put in 60 to 70 hours to 80 plus hours a week and barely being able to survive out here, bro. Make this shit make sense, man. But I ain't gonna make this video much longer, man. Like I say, shout out to the Migos. When I seen that shit, bro, that video, I loved it, man, because I saw the unity and how they came together, man. And you had this video of these Mexican girls fighting, right? And they was like, one of the girls was like, I don't care if me and her fight every day, meaning the other Mexican girl. She was like, in her culture, they was raised up and taught. Somebody else came up trying to fight the girl she was fighting. She would stop fighting her, and they both would fight because they stick together. That's how they was raised. But like even my kind, the melanated population, we are so lost and divided, man. Instead of us trying to come together and uplift each other, we too busy hating, downgrading each other. That's just like you can have somebody that you know selling the same merchandise as fucking JC Penney's, but all because they know you, they will not come shop with you. That's just how fucking fucked up we are as a people. I'm speaking about my own people, the melanated race, the carbon-based beings. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, I ain't gonna make this video much longer, man. I just had to bring some acknowledgement to y'all about this Mexican guy and all the other people, the employees walking out with him. And guess what? They got some shit done by doing that. They hired the man back and everybody else came back. And now they ain't gonna be, and without a union now, this wasn't even no union shit. That was them standing together as a whole in unity, man. But like I said, we got to stand up somewhere. We got to come together, man. Because just imagine where we're going to be within the next 5 years. It's 2022 now. Y'all already know about the Agenda 2030. This shit is on a whole nother level. Them folks done moved their agenda up, bro. It is real conquer and divide right now on a bigger mass scale, man. But like I said, we got to come together. And until we do, they going to continue to keep their fucking foots on our necks, man, out here in society. You going to continue to work and your ass going to die a motherfucking worker bee, bro. Just think about it. The retirement age is at 65. The average person is not living that long. So you mean to tell me they have designed this shit where you go give a company 30, 40, damn near 50 years of your life only to retire at 65 and you live 2 or 3 years after that, then die off? Come on, man. Make this shit make sense, man. We all have logic of reasoning and common sense. Man, it's been your boy Blood Raw. Until next time, I'm out.